sorry for that slightly longer tech setup. We are now ready for Out of Gas by Flutz and Jim B. So get ready for something outrageous on your screen in a few moments.
Yeah, basically like all the 8 levels are.
Okay, I guess we're live.
Nice.
Okay, great. So, welcome to the race of Out of Gas between Flutz on my left side, Jim B on my right side. Yeah, this is gonna be a very hype race. Out of Gas is always a classic in BSG, and now we can see the entire game between the two best runners in the world of Out of Gas. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Can we have the countdown?
Let's go.
2, 1, go! Okay, so the idea of Out of Gas in general is pretty simple. So you have to kill all the gas stations before you can move on to the next level. There are 8 worlds and each world has 8 levels. So in total we're gonna see 64 levels. Yeah, and so this is a pretty special moment for Out of Gas because it's the first time that it's actually an any percent run. So that all the levels will be played. We have seen Flutz running World 3 and beat World 3 and beat World 6 several times already. But yeah, this is great. It's any percent. It's all the worlds will be played and in a race form. So yeah, that's pretty hype.
Finally.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
For quite a while.
Flutz has been dreaming of this for a long time. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so with increasing levels, the difficulty will be going up. So there are the G gas stations, which you can kill in random order, basically. But now we can already see that there are also numbers, and they have to be killed in from number 1 till 9 maximum. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're blinking if they're the current one, but you have to hit.
Yeah.
Because else you can't destroy them.
True.
Then you get time on the bottom right.
The runners are exactly tied now, which is really interesting.
Did I really?
Yeah, I
make
lost
time in 1.5.
I lost quite some time on that level because it was.
I don't like 1.5 really.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Not much.
Okay. So what's really interesting is Flutz is already really experienced in Out of Gas. He is the one with the most experience, I think, and has been world record holder for a very long time. So in theory he should be the favorite, but Jim is pretty much a newcomer who, out of nothing, improved the world record by 4 minutes a month ago.
Yeah.
Which was pretty insane, which just came out of the blue. So very talentful new runner that gave Flutz a lot of competition out of the blue.
Yeah.
So Flutz had to work hard to get it back, and he got it back actually. So I think there's like 20 seconds between your guys' PBs, something like that.
Well, yeah. Lately the world record has been changing like 4 times back and forth in the last few weeks. So there was a lot of stuff going on before this race.
Yeah.
So now it's really clutch.
Yeah. So as we mentioned before, there are different categories. They are not that standard from categories normally. So there's Beat World 3 and Beat World 6 category and any percent, and they are basically just parts of the game. So yeah, I think it was meant to motivate runners basically to not have to complete the entire game at first, basically to get into it. And what's interesting though is that Jim B is still the world record holder for World 3. So
it's the newest one for me, yeah.
Yeah, it's improved by 1 second a few days ago. So that could mean that the early game advantage might go to Jim B, but yeah.
Well, I think Flutter is still more consistent. Really.
It depends.
He plays longer on that level. He gets like low 17s. So that brought me actually to make more world record attempts per build.3 to also become more consistent with that. You just have to reach a certain level in this game to really repeat it. It took some time for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, practice is pretty much everything in this game. And for the last year, I've not been playing this game for a very long time. I've been more playing Pokemon Red.
Whoa.
But
Got stuck.
to get ready for this, I really had to get back into it. And now it's gonna be really good.
Okay, so Flood is pulling ahead a little bit. There's now 1 level between them.
Yeah, a very short one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So like, that's actually the shortest
Oh,
level in the whole
okay.
game.
There's only 1 gas station there. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's the shortest level in the game.
Alright, so the difference is not too big yet. Still anything can happen. I think most variants is like from World 7 and forward. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, most likely. Also, World 7 has level 7 at 5, which is the most likely level to die in. Because it basically just consists of time bullets that can rip your time. So yeah, maybe we should say something about the enemies here in the game.
Yes. So when you get hit by bullets, you will lose time. So another aspect of this game is that you are running against a clock. So if your time runs out, you would have to do the level again. And if you get hit by a bullet, you lose more time. Sometimes you will see the runners just go through the bullets because they want to go fast and they know that they can actually make it even when they get hit. But in some places they actually have to dodge it, especially in the later levels. I don't know personally what exactly the differences are between the enemies, but maybe Flutz knows.
So for example, this guy right here is a tank, and it basically just bounces you through the whole section of the game. God. And the bad thing is you can't destroy it. So towers and these tanks can be destroyed. But later on you will see bumpers that just bounce you off. Oh god, no. Talking is a bad thing. I miss the gas station.
Okay, that makes it closer.
Yeah.
I think Jim overtook them, or
Yeah, I have to lead now. Really? What an early one.
Yeah, that one. I knew it.
So
Damn.
it's pretty close now. This race is so tense, man. I'm holding my breath.
That was a big mistake.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty huge mistake. Because like Big 3 is quite optimized, I guess. So
Now we're on ice, where you don't lose momentum. Normally on the green tiles you lose your speed, so it slows down. You don't have brakes in this game, just acceleration. And on ice you just bump around and fly in the direction that you're going. So sometimes you can counter-accelerate to brake a bit, but just most they have to go with the direction you're going.
yeah, exactly. Wow. Okay.
That won't get a 60. Neither do I.
So Jim taking a pretty comfortable lead now. He is the...
And really important to dodge this sprinkler, because this level is tight on time. You have to go a long way to get to reach the stations, and you don't have much time, and if you get shot too often here, which is just right at the start, so you have to react quickly. It's a bit trolly in fact.
Yeah. So that's the thing with all the 8 levels. So each world has 8 levels, and the age of each world is basically the hardest one. So you can lose a lot of time in those levels because they just basically consist of bullet towers and rockets that rip your time off.
Yeah, and then you have a long straight at the end, so you can even there run out of time, even though you think you have just one goal.
Yeah, so this is a pretty long section. Just going straight.
Yeah, so on the arrows they can just move forward quickly. If they would miss a gas station, which we saw at floods before, then and you go back into the direction of the arrows, you actually go really slow. So that can lose you a lot of time.
Yeah, but you at least you can do that.
Yeah, in some spots it's even faster to go against the direction and go for a gas station that is located there instead of like going all the way around.
Yeah, we will see that later on.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty bad bounces right now for me.
So still both runners are at are very close. They usually in the same level still. Jim is slightly ahead.
Yeah, to keep track of a progress,
God,
you
no.
can see the level number on the bottom right, and the number of goals we have to hit is left top.
Yeah. So Jim is 5 gas stations ahead now. This level.
Do you know the maximum number out of your head?
The maximum number. Good question.
Jim with the trick questions to
I,
distract Floss.
I don't know.
He knows what to do.
Yeah. He has been preparing so hard.
Whoa, what?
Jim
Yeah.
losing a bit of time there, so maybe Floss can catch
Second
up.
time that I get stuck behind the goal.
We had to move it up a little. So that's why I'm wearing this moustache. There's a guy in another game Jim plays, and he doesn't really like it, guy.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like Flood sitting here next to me with the mustache is actually great. It has references to different
Whoops,
games.
I
Yeah.
got confused.
It's one of the arch enemies of Jim B, maybe.
Arch
And
enemies is a good one. Okay, got it.
so we get some psychological pressure here. You can. It's not only skill in this game. There's also psychological warfare going on here. So
That's really important.
Well, we haven't practiced a race face to face yet.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, although no, we did one World 3
yeah, that's
Wait.
the only thing we
the
did.
practice. Tinder.
Oh, Jim getting stuck behind the enemies.
Okay, so this is a really lucky section here because you don't want to get bounced off. And I got through that quite well, so got quite a good chunk of time back. Nice.
Yeah, Vlad's got closer.
Yeah, it's really close now. There's not more than 5 seconds between them now.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Mostly in this world, because we are really close in this world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who pulls ahead after World 3, because that's basically where the early game ends.
Yeah,
So, right before the marathon, like 2 days before the marathon, Jim actually beat the 3 time by 1 second. So, it makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that wasn't good.
Vlad's not with the laser strats. I just flew into the level here.
Oh yeah, so
I don't move at all here because you keep the momentum and then it just rotate.
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, that's something. You can do that, but the downside to that is that you like don't get that much speed out of it. Oh boy. So what I got now here is a Thunderbolt, which basically gives you a lot of speed, so it's really hard to control on this level.
I think I saw you mention earlier when you were streaming that you actually were not hoping for a speed boost.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Not in this
Me
level.
too.
Like in many levels it's really helpful, but in this one it's really bad.
Yeah,
because on
mainly
this
because
ice.
of the ice, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That makes it really hard to control.
Oh no.
So So yeah, basically the controls of this game are you press A to move forward in the direction you are facing. With B you shoot, and with the D-pad you turn around. With the left key you turn around to the left, with the right key to the right. So it's a little awkward movement, but if you get to know it, it's okay.
Here comes a really cool level. I hope I get this entrance. Yep.
Great.
You can really go with the flow here. Even though go with the flow comes after it.
Yeah.
But it's
Wobbly. Please. I missed it though.
Wrong side. It's probably my favorite level now at the moment.
I don't really like it that much. Like you can go pretty fast on it.
Yeah, I also lost a PD here once, but I hope at the moment I'm good with that one. Okay, go with the flow. Completely level completed with these boosters, so hopefully we don't miss any.
Yeah, so this is basically a run killer usually.
Right at the end of Pitfall 3.
Yeah.
There's exactly 10 seconds between the runners now, which is really interesting.
No.
So if you miss one station, you have to go back basically, or lose a lot of time. So you basically want to hit all of them in one go.
Yeah, the biggest problem is when they go out of screen and you can't reach it anymore.
Yeah.
You have to get them back.
Yeah, so that's another thing. The bullets don't fly for the whole screen. It's quite problematic sometimes.
Yeah, the gas station has to be on screen to be able to hit it.
Yeah. And the bullets also don't fly, like they disappear after 3/4 of the screen basically. That is a problem. Oh wow, I missed that one. What was the other one? Yeah.
And diagonals in this game are a bit annoying here. Just to hit that right gap, to not bounce around the edges here.
Okay, so this is the last level of World 3. So it's gonna be interesting what the difference is after this level.
Wow.
Huh? 7-10.
70-10 is actually really good in a marathon.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Good time, Jim.
So now one these kind of levels where you have to search for gas stations, and they're barely visible here, and they're chambers. So it's basically knowledge here,
Yeah.
and casually you have to search for it and usually run out of time, and then you die and explode.
Yeah, on your first try on this level, you will definitely die. It's just too close. So this is pretty bad. You want to shoot those stations from outside here. Because it's faster.
Yeah, and I try to go from the side, but still stayed with the bottom. Not agreeing with Lutz here.
Not agreeing.
It's
Wow, yeah.
try to do it, but it's really on the if you're on the side, it's barely visible. I have a harder time to hit them.
This is pretty bad.
Before I lose time with that, I'm just going on the bottom. It's little things, but I don't agree with them.
So you
Somewhere.
basically came up with different strats when you started running this game?
Well, obviously, yeah. Tried out a few things to take from him, and from the Hour Racer, that is also really good. American Hobby Grey.
Mm-hmm. So you watched different runs before you actually started?
Yeah, I took different ideas from them.
Alright, so so we're gonna see if the old school method or the innovative method is gonna work out today.
Let's see. The innovation has an advantage now. At the moment.
Yeah, well, he's the World 3 world record holder, so we expected that.
True.
But Flutz is still the world record holder for the entire game, so we expect him to hit back anytime.
Okay.
We're only 20
Braking
minutes
maneuver here.
in. A lot can happen still.
So that whoop. Just in time.
So there we saw something really interesting, like Jim destroyed this kind of thing that's blocking the way.
Okay.
And I think that was actually only found out that was possible at last BSG.
In the practice room, yeah.
Yeah.
By Dolany.
First,
Sits behind us.
yeah, first runners always try to dodge the things, but then found out it was more optimal to actually try to destroy them in some places. In other places, they still just dodge them and go past them in a straight line when they can.
Yeah, but on ice, it's not really doable to
Yeah.
pass them every time.
Yeah.
Just enough problems to get through these holes every time to cross from either section to the other.
Yeah, that's like still a thing. Oh boy. So I add up a little time here.
Can I plug some donation incentives?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
We still have a couple of donation incentives for you to donate to. One I'm personally really looking forward to is the Kirby and the Amazing Mirror co-op run, with the incentive turning the any percent run into a 100% run, which is a really crazy run to watch in my opinion. You can also, we also have a bid war for Save and Kill the Humans during Goat Simulator All Trophies. So, if you want to save humanity, you currently have to donate at least 14 euros and 20 cents because Kill is ahead right now. You can also get catified in that run. There's currently no donations towards that one, but it's absolutely wonderful to just see a bunch of kittens on the screen. So, donate towards that if you want to see that.
Okay, you got the boost of a bouncer here, of the bullet time. It's actually a thing that helps a lot here. on this level.
Almost thought I forgot 2 here. Did that in practice.
Wow.
So yeah, it's mainly memory now, memorization. To get the numbers now, just hidden in the corners.
Yeah, so in these levels, is like the most important thing. For example, the level we are on right now, you have the second part of this level. So
Second variant.
yeah, the second level, exactly. And it can screw you over because you remember the one thing, and the other thing is like completely different. number-wise. So it's basically the same layout, but the numbers are completely different parts of the level, so you can screw it over a little.
Yeah, during practice on my runs, I always had to say to me, "It's different here. It's different here,"
Well, that's
just
okay.
to remind myself.
That's not good. Got a good bounce here.
Okay.
Right, Jim going to the final level of World 4.
Yeah, a level fatigue can kill you if you go too much into the sprinklers here. Cool. Let me go a bit slow here, let me drift a bit, and then when I'm in the right position and direction, I go on the gas.
Flood's right behind now. Made up some time. So it's pretty close
Whoa,
again.
whoa, whoa. Why am I stuck on
Yeah,
stuff?
that can be a problem. Well,
Okay, 40 seconds. No chance of dying here. For me.
I'm actually interested to see if there will actually be a death in this race. If like someone really wants to make up time and take some risks at some point.
yeah, for example, in 7.5, it could be the case. It's pretty yellowable.
Yeah, I heard from Flutz that 7.5 is
Yeah, you have
pretty
to
scary level.
have to have patience with that. Timing is a level fat based on timing like that is really hard. It's not something a lot of levels are doing or test your skills in.
That's true.
And having it at the end of a race here.
So basically, mostly you'd want to try to just go straight for the longest time and just never stop if you can.
It's also one of those levels that you later think you would like to have a break that you don't have.
Yeah, that's true. It's intense.
Okay, 3 laps in Grand Prix are over for me. Now in the pinball machine.
So what you can do in this level is take the boost right here to the right. But the problem is it's really hard to control them because you need to get a quite small entrance here. Want to get this properly.
So you would say the boost would be unoptimal here?
If you can get use of it properly, it's really helpful. But we couldn't. Wow, we couldn't do that quite yet.
I went past that wall the first time and then
It's this one.
I was suddenly colliding with it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, along one of his other levels where you just have to repeat a certain pattern going up and down.
Yeah. This is one of the more easy levels.
Difference went from 20 seconds to 10 seconds, so Flut's getting a little closer.
Do you have to tell me that?
No, rather don't.
It's
The tension is killing.
Keep
Well,
your eyes on the screen.
I only took the Beat World 6 record once.
You mentioned taking it right now, Kappa.
Any percent change more often than Beat World 6.
That's true.
Because the Beat World 6 record was still from last year's BSG.
Yeah, so
Had some trouble beating it.
it's a marathon record.
Yeah, I think Flut's actually broke marathon records every time he run here before.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that the times get better, it will also be more difficult to actually record here.
Yeah.
I think it might still be possible.
Would be amazing though.
Okay, good entrance here. Just hitting that small gap always coming from the ice. Whoop. 2, I didn't forget you. Only for a moment. Okay, I can follow you back later.
Okay, nice.
Didn't.
entrance. That was pretty smooth. For me at least. This part of... Ah, I got the bounce. So sometimes you want to get bounced off by the bullet toss and sometimes you really don't. It really depends.
Waiting for the end here to take that speed boost.
Yeah, there are different ways of taking the boost. You can take it for different rounds. You're taking different laps.
Okay, took it.
Yeah, I want to take it right now too.
Stop.
Let's see how Jim will be able to control this speed boost.
Yeah, it's hard to hit the entrance.
That's good.
Not bad so far.
There's not really something in the middle of this level where you can align yourself to, so it's hard to tell if you're on the right height to hit that instantly.
I feel like it's getting closer and closer.
Yeah,
I don't like that sound.
it's really close right now.
Okay, so 31. Jim finished this level. Versus 31.08, so 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds difference at this point is crazy.
Just a reminder for any percent records are closer than Beatbox 6.
Yeah. That's true.
A reminder to myself.
So that means that you actually have a good World 7 and 8 ahead.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
those worlds will be the most interesting.
At basically, I aimed more for any percent than.
For the long run.
Which makes sense. Since we are racing that cap now.
Okay, I've got the 6 one.
Yeah, there should be a lot of variance in those worlds. It's actually insanely close now.
Yeah, I lost some time searching for the 6. Memory took a bit of a break though.
Okay, should be fine. But we just need the safety clock.
16 seconds. So reminder that Flutz is not allowed to run out of time here in this level.
Well, it can
And
be.
I.
though.
Nice.
It's allowed from my side.
Obviously.
Is it?
No! Oh god, the one bullet.
Oh,
That spawned. That's a bad thing.
is it RNG when they spawn, or do you have to make a cycle basically?
Like usually, it's RNG.
Alright.
It depends. Like for this example, it just only spawned one bullet. Usually it spawns 3, so I thought I was safe.
All right.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Okay, route differences here. I take the 3 first, so I go back. I'll have to take a longer route around this level. Fair out 3 loops. On top is the smallest one. The mid is middle long, and the bottom is the longest. And to get the 3, you have to take the longest path. So at least time for me that it's faster to take the 3 going back. And another going back, but Flats will probably do that one.
Yeah.
Because the 5 is not in the middle where we would have gone.
Come on, this is so horrible. Usually that doesn't happen.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is pretty bad.
Okay, got out of it.
Yeah.
Missing a normal gas station. I don't come back here, so I have to take it. That's the problem when you optimize by going around so often. Okay. Losing time here in the loops. Not going get shut down here. Because now we're going to the most exciting part of the run, which is we just passed 8 and now we have to go back to it. And 9 is just at the end of that loop, so you would have to go around it, then you start again, then V8 around it, and then you would come back to V8. But in fact, so close to each other. And that's the speed for you if you go like that.
Yeah, so there's an example where it's actually faster to just go against the direction.
Yeah, I think the only time where this movement is actually saving time.
True.
And good. Every other time you just say no.
Yeah,
Why?
You can just wait.
Okay, continue.
So lost quite some time here.
So isn't it that close anymore?
Yeah, there's now more than 20 seconds between.
Yeah.
Okay. That's more what the news that I like to hear.
Obviously.
Jim is not liking this mustache guy.
I can understand that.
I have a €5 donation from Mitchell Murphy saying, "Tell Flutz to speak more German. Love, love commentary from both runners right now." Thank you very much.
Right, I can do that.
Both
Cows,
can do it.
cows are cool, cows are fun. I took the wrong turn, this is bad. Oh boy.
Was that a German from you, Vlad?
No.
Cows.
Cool.
Moo. Moo. Moo.
Oh god.
Come on. Yeah, so in this level you want to destroy the compass. There's another level where you actually want to
Go past it, yeah.
go past them.
But yeah, it's also later 8-1 is the same, basic same kind of level, but with ice and a bit harder and different pattern.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
No. Oh god. Messing up. Getting a little nervous right now. Because Jim is actually on a good pace. What a guy.
You can still choke.
Let's see what happens.
Well, we're both afraid of 7-5, so
The title winner of this race is actually really important to both runners.
Wow. Missing one shot there. Good.
I mean he can't take the title of a winner of a BSG race from me, like it did with my records. Of course. It's more fair.
There we go. Oh boy.
Okay, both runners still in the same level though, at the moment. It can go anyway still. I think World 7 and 8, as mentioned before, gonna be some sick worlds.
This is one of our more fun levels. You have just speed. You can bounce around here. The ice is just where you have to hit a few targets that you don't have to hit in any order. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's still faster to go against the speed here, but barely. Instead of going around. And an annoying lemon incoming here. A lot of ice, a lot of bongos. That's the worst combination you can get in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, now patience here to get past them.
So what's actually the world record for Beat World 6? I think it's still Floods, right?
Yeah.
I got a 49.
49 something. So we're gonna see how far off it will be today.
So
Or maybe if it will get broken.
A bit of a problem with changing records every few weeks
Yeah.
here. Why remember them?
Yeah. They're hard to remember.
Definitely.
Oh. And they're gone in a few days. Okay, looks good. That wasn't good. Okay,
Alright.
that was a really good one.
Yeah, good level from Jim there. Let's see how
Yeah,
Floods
well,
handles
well.
this complicated level.
Now the second variant in fifth level that we had earlier. We talked about different variants, so different order, but same kind of shape of level. So we don't want to get confused by that.
Oh, boy. Somehow I want to see a thing. So yeah, you can actually get bounce off you and still hit the 8 properly.
Bounce combo.
Yeah, bounce combo, exactly.
That looks pretty smooth.
Didn't work though. Yeah, so this is what we were talking about earlier. Second. Wow. Second is it for this level. This is not good.
Yeah, Jim is on a pretty crazy pace right now.
But now a very hard level. Oh, but bombers in the way. Take this bit slowly. I got stuck between a bunker and the boinker on the wall too many times, where it just bounces you not in any other direction but against the wall directly at top or bottom. And then you just bounce up and down and up and... That's a good bounce.
That was a very good bounce.
Could be worse. It's better to take it slow.
Also, I want to do some shoutouts to this amazing music in this game. Hope everyone is enjoying that.
This is pretty bad. But
So exactly one level between the runners now.
Okay, and also memory level here, because you have 8 paths that you can go. You can't see the end. Mostly it ends with some enemy that shoots you and reduces your time, and then you can't even check the other the other paths.
It's horrible if you don't remember.
It's really bad. And we get this level 3 times with different paths.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In 6, 7, and 8 world. This one disappears.
Was okay. This level.
It's diagonal. I don't like them. Just come on.
I have a €5 donation from Dolani saying, "This race is hands down the best thing I've ever seen. Everyone should play this game. I'm saying this out of free will. I'm not held hostage."
Wow.
However, good luck to both runners. May the better German win.
What a guy.
I believe it was Dolany last year that even found out the thing that you could destroy these
Yeah.
bouncers,
He
right?
did.
Yeah. He's not running the game himself, but he found out some things that optimized the route a bit more.
Yeah, he contributed to the community. Definitely.
Well, he didn't run it, but he seemed to have played it,
Yeah.
which is finger achievement.
Definitely.
Okay, 2 variants of the same level here. One is clockwise, the other is anti-clockwise, and now we have ice and tanks. And I don't want to repeat that maneuver from Flood's last marathon here. I think UKSG got bounced off a lot in one of the tanks. Got a speed, but and then let it back in the entrance.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Jim remembering all the runs so well.
True.
Jim always doing his research.
Well, I watched it live.
That's something you can't forget. Traumatizing.
Flood's still getting flashbacks.
Yes.
You also run low on time here, so just getting the clocks here.
Well, luckily they are like
Good.
completely free.
Yeah,
on the run.
Oh, perfect.
there are other levels where you question why there are clocks even. Now I'm getting the not timing for this.
Oh,
That's the pro. Not getting timing and the position. It's just when you bounce back and hold acceleration, you just hit them back, so you have to get off a bit to change your time when you bounce back.
so Jim could still sub 50 for World 6, I think.
It is pretty good.
But he just lost a lot of time there. So I'm wondering if it's actually, if he's still in the race for that. What exactly was World 6 world record? Do you know the seconds or?
Oh, good question.
Also higher, 49. Well, I can probably say more clearly that it should be a PB for me.
Yeah, pretty good. But I saved up some time here.
Yeah.
Got through that pretty well.
So both runners are now in the last level of World 6.
All different kinds of.
I think that's actually a record.
It should be, yeah.
Nice.
So world record live here in the marathon.
And PB pace.
That's pretty
Also for
insane.
any person.
Could have been a 48 without a mess up in
Yeah.
6.7.
Good stuff. Wait for the gym.
Yeah. Plus getting on the high pressure with. Yeah, I think nobody expected a pace that good happening in the marathon.
I didn't expect to lead for so long. But that early mistake from Flats
Yeah, true.
was a bit too big.
But we now arrived in World 7, which is where it gets really interesting actually. There's a lot
Yeah.
of difficult levels.
If you have seen brief marathons, that's only the bonus section.
Yeah.
You might remember it as a bonus section.
Damn, this music is so good.
Yeah, which track do you like the most? 1, 2, or 3?
Nah, I think I like the track from World 5.4, level 5.4 the most. How about you?
It's easy if you like them all. They're all awesome. And finally, on the first time, we can give credit to the guy who composed the music, because he was shown the credits. Feels good, man.
That's good, man.
First time we will see the credits of a game.
Waiting here for timing.
Yeah, so sometimes you see the runners also skip a G station because it's more optimal to kill it later when you get back there on the second route.
Yeah, but sometimes,
but-
at least I do the unoptimal way or not optimized way. Just of choosing everyone because else I forget them
Come on.
probably. Then we have to change from the middle, from both chambers into the middle again, and then again back. Twice on each side.
Yeah.
And I think I have the bottom right, but I didn't shoot already. Because that's the one. It's like some goal here in the corner that I most likely forget. Because you just see the number and don't get down completely. Okay, we can come closer to 7.5. And before that, not so amazing level comes. Just a spiral. And the numbers are just in your way. So if you are not completely blind and pass the numbers, you should get this first try. You still get clocks here, so you can't get shoot by anything. I'm questioning this level being here in World 7, but okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Time for a break. Although I could have shot a few gas stations better. So yeah, for spawning items are, at least in the manual, they say that you have to be close to them, if I remember correctly. But it's not really a consistent way to get any of this stuff, at least what I found.
That's true. It's really weird. Sometimes they do spawn, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
And usually they spawn when you don't want them to spawn.
where you don't expect them to. If you can't get them willingly, being close to them, some could be useful. But if you don't get them anyway, most of the time, then you play without them, and then you probably suddenly get them.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not expecting this. The worst are points that are just spawning and blocking your shots because everything is blocking your shots. Okay, the intense level. Because here's... Oh, I got shot already.
Okay, so I believe time is pretty tight here.
Yeah, the time is tight. You shouldn't get shot too often.
Oh, those are 4 shots. Oh!
I take a
And there's
death.
the first death of the race.
Oh god, no.
At 10 seconds, I wouldn't have made it back to the other side. So it was an intentional death because I pressed select and start. Just knew I wouldn't have made that.
Okay, so that's actually really interesting here. He knew he wouldn't make it, so better take a quick death than one that takes really long.
Yeah, why let for 10 seconds run down if I know that I can't make it up? Normally the save away is going down. Okay, waiting here. No, waiting too long. I thought that they would shot. Okay, taking both of them.
Taking the safety clock. Let's see how it will go for floods.
Oh boy, that's fine.
So floods could make up a time here if he doesn't take the death. Yeah, it actually gets closer now.
Waiting a bit. Okay, the last intense one. Damn it. Okay, one safe path and it's clear for me. Okay, now I can just go up because I can't get run so low that you run down to 10 seconds and then you get shot. You don't get any more. It doesn't remove any more time for you from you.
Yeah, I can go 2.
Nice.
There we go.
That's getting pretty close now.
No, it's getting
That's interesting.
closer.
It's a lot closer. So that's kind of what I expected, that in World 7 and 8 there's gonna be more interesting stuff happening.
Wow. Usually you get that. Just this one right in front of it. Come on.
Okay, take the wall here to break. Then we will see one of those through the wall shots. The one that really saves a lot of way that you have to go around to the 9, but when you just stay close here, it should come on screen. Was barely not on screen, so the first shots didn't hit. But you can shoot through the wall here. That's another way. And another memorization level.
Come on.
The second one.
There we go.
Second version of this level. Okay, I remembered it.
Good job. Last level, World 7. coming up.
Also a level that you can die to, because there are a lot of things that want to shoot you. I'm not going in the middle here because I want to be a bit safer. Yeah. If you died on a good pace to that and got angry about yourself, it sometimes tend to take the same route here. Now, we'll try to go on the bottom, because there are only 2 things that can shoot you. Instead of the top, where 3 things want to shoot you. Just to make sure you did not get hit. I thought I could try a bit more risk with all that time now.
Yeah, at risk jump. Do it. All right. That's the other one.
Yeah, so this is a related long level.
Yeah, you have to go back and forth quite sometimes.
Well, this back and forward levels really appear long. And we have World 8, and a girlfriend in these cutscenes always shows us something. Okay. Oh no.
So we also have a different approach on this level. But I usually just go do it this way.
We don't have a different approach anymore. I just forgot it.
Oh.
Well, you forgot your new approach? Or
Yeah, it's just the have a similar level in World 1 and in the Beat World 3. Dang it.
oh, Jim getting pushed to the side a bit there. Yeah, I feel like it's getting a bit closer again. It's gonna be a very tight end game, as this is the last world of the game.
Yeah, you have to go around this tank just in time and with speed, and after it is ice, and that just you can't brake, and then you run into the bumper, and then it's a lot faster to just at the side, which I didn't do.
Made up a lot of time now.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. There's not more than 5 seconds between them anymore. It's this is gonna be a very tense level.
Shit. I lost a lot of time because I didn't get the right start. It's okay.
And the last memorization level. Where you have to choose again one of the 8 paths. Okay, my laser stretch here with just flowing and setting my direction.
Nice. That looked smooth.
More or less it's also memory here, because don't want to go up the wrong jumper.
Definitely not.
It's also a bit tight on time. Okay, back to the other one. Bit too much bouncing for my taste.
It's really close now. It's not even a second, I think.
Oh, but okay, the one. I hope he doesn't respawn that one. There are some objects that respawn for some reason we don't know,
Yeah.
and only sometimes.
So that's probably
So look at
complete
no.
RNG.
Okay, let's go.
Obviously it respawns for me.
Oh,
It's fine.
got past it anyway.
Well, there are some things that you have to go twice, so you notice that it will respawn. That's the most annoying one.
Okay, there's exactly 5 seconds between the runners now, as we head into the last 3 levels of the game.
One of his one goal levels.
Yeah.
Just have to choose the right path. You have 3, but you have to just take the outermost.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to remember.
And I went past that one. Floods as well. Okay, good.
Bad.
And just here going back. So you go back to the one. Just one. The level spawns you right there. On the speed to take you away from the one.
Come on, no, that's bad.
And yeah, you have to choose. Can remember you have on top of the right corner of the room. You have to know in which side you can go in and out.
Oh god, no, I made a really horrible mistake right now. So that's most likely gonna be it for Jim. Just lost my concentration. If he doesn't die on 8H, that is.
Okay, fine level.
Final level for Jim. So after this level, time will be coming up. It will take a while still. I think Jim will be calling it himself.
Yeah, when I hit the last gas.
Woof. Oh. It's getting scary here. a death would be catastrophic here.
I have to take that clock. I also would have run low on time. I was really 5 seconds here. I was too close to my taste. I just missed the clock on the first one, but now it's safe. Now it's safe. Okay, on time.
Good job, Jim.
Well done.
Yeah, you can brake on for tiles there to align yourself.
Oops. And whoa, wow, nice. There we go, time.
Good job, guys. This is actually a PB from both guys. That is actually insane. The
Good job.
first sub 110.
Double world record.
So both runners actually pushed to their limits today. It's
109. Oh,
yeah, 109.
Yeah, I
You got
actually.
world record, Jim.
Good job,
You
man.
took it on the spot.
Nice one. Yeah,
That's crazy.
like if I didn't have that 2 mistakes, it would have been even closer. But, well, that was a really awesome race.
Yeah, that was an insane race. It was really close, almost the whole time. I think apart from one part in the mid game where there was at some point like half a minute, and then Flutz fought himself back.
Yeah.
But Jim kept calm and pulled through.
Oh, actually, music Dave Hayes. Now you know.
Dave
That-
Hayes,
he's the guy.
What a beast.
He's the guy. So, damn. Congrats on world record, Jim. Nice one.
thanks. Until next time when you take it back, probably.
Let's see. Gotta wait for the next
Or does the
BSG Annual.
frequency of beating my records now lower from your side?
Who knows?
It will get tougher and tougher by time.
Definitely.
At this point, I expect being bopped every week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well.
will see a lot more out of
Yeah.
gas. Back and forwards going on.
The game is on speedrun.com. You can see where Flutz has some notes.
Yeah, call them notes. It's basically just go left, go right, and nobody knows what's up.
But
so
yeah, we have some 6 people on the leaderboard for Beat World 3, so if you want to join, and there should be some beatable times to just start this game. I started this game after last year's BSG. Had 52 minutes for Beat World 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
After I saw that, and yeah, I'm at this point.
now it's a bit 6 time.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
having us, and
Thanks for watching, guys. It was really amazing. I hope some of you pick up the game. It's awesome.
Thank you for that wonderfully close and absolutely amazing race, guys. And congratulations on the double world record, if that even counts. Anyways, coming up in a bit, I think we have an interview with the CDI master himself, Grumpmeister. So we're gonna set that up in a bit, and we'll see you later. We'll also be running some ads real quick.